Today, I'm diving deep into Ask For in 2025. Jack Della Maddalena versus Islam Makhachev. Can Jack survive the insane grappling and pressure of Islam, or will his next-level boxing and fight IQ be enough to fend off the down starts now? And trust me, this one is packed with drama. If you're new here, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and help us grow so we can bring you even more awesome fight stories. First off, let's talk stakes. This isn't just a showdown for another belt. It's the kind of fight fans dream about. A collision of two champions who run their divisions like bosses. Jack Della Maddalena, riding high as the UFC welterweight champ, got here by smashing and outsmarting some of the biggest names in MMA. Just look at his runs against Gilbert Burns and Belal Muhammad. He didn't just win. He adapted, adjusted, and showed off some wild patience and grit. On the flip side, Islam Makhachev is the former lightweight king, now moving up with his sights on two belts and a place in legend next to Khabib. Islam's game plan? Grapple, grind, dominate, and take a guy's will away one takedown at a time. Both guys are on insane winning streaks, have crazy finishing rates, and have dealt with every kind of adversity thrown their way. So, who's got the edge when the cage door is locked in New York? Let's get into the nitty-gritty technical stuff. Jack's game is all about crisp boxing, slick switch stance work, and loads of forward pressure. He's not just some wild puncher. He's precise, tricky, and always switching things up. His favorite setup is the power hand forward stance, which lets him crack opponents with unexpected angles. His jab is sharp but sneaky. Sometimes he pauses, sometimes he feints, and then boom, he explodes with a right hand that's basically a cheat code. One thing I love watching in Jack's fights is how he toys with rhythm. He'll lull opponents into a false sense of timing, pause, feint, step left, and land something massive. It's like he's playing chess while everyone else is thinking checkers. He's evolved a ton too. Early in his career, Jack was a first-round KO machine, but now he can go hard for 5 rounds, showing off stamina, patience, and defense. Watch how he handles pressure. He'll slide out of range, answer with snap jabs, slip punches, and punish people who get sloppy on the reset. His shot selection is nuts, mixing up body shots and head shots so you can never shell up just one way. When things get a little wild, Jack isn't afraid to use footwork and angles. He can switch between marauder pressure, just walking forward like a tank, and slick defensive movement. He's not one-dimensional by any stretch, and that makes him a nightmare for opponents who are used to predictable boxers.
Every striker has a weakness, though, and for Jack, it's his wrestling and grappling defense. If you look close, his takedown defense comes in at, well, not elite levels. He absorbs more damage than some other top welterweights, and when fights head to the mat, he's not always the guy in control. In fact, if Islam gets his hands locked, it's a genuine problem. Stats show Jack's takedown accuracy is nothing special, and when he's stuck on bottom, he often spends time surviving rather than working to get up. His route to winning means keeping this fight standing, working his long reach, and targeting Islam's body with clean punches and combos. If he gets stuck in clinch battles or scrambles where Islam's chain wrestling comes into play, things get tricky, fast. Islam, as you probably guessed, doesn't fight like most guys. He comes from the Dagestani school of grappling, training under Khabib's dad, and his game is all about chaining attacks, wrestling into submissions, top control into ground and pound, and just keeping opponents stuck against the fence. But if you think Islam's just a one-trick grappler, you're sleeping. His striking is methodical, not flashy, but super effective. He won't win kickboxing contests, but every shot carries the threat of a takedown. Watch him feint, throw leg kicks, and then shoot down for a body lock or trip you so quickly your head spins. The scary part is that Islam doesn't need big, explosive takedowns. He's all about efficiency, little trips, smooth clinch entries, and relentless pressure. Once the fight hits the ground, Makhachev starts out slow, wearing you out. He isn't always looking for a quick finish, but if you let your guard slip, he'll crank up an arm triangle choke and end the night. His record for controlling damage is wild, absorbing fewer significant strikes per minute than almost anyone in UFC lightweight history, and his takedown defense is nearly unbeatable. The top control? Forget about it. Opponents spend entire rounds trying to wriggle free, eating little shots, getting smothered, and running out of gas. Islam's ability to switch up tactics, to go from striking to grappling and back, makes him unpredictable. His fight IQ is top tier. He draws guys into traps, exploits even tiny errors, and always has a plan B if things shift. He has a nasty habit of mentally breaking fighters before the physical beating even starts. So is Islam unbeatable? Absolutely not. Recent fights have shown he can be cracked. If someone keeps the fight standing and presses with angles and footwork, Islam can struggle to get entries. The blueprint is out there. Keep moving, don't play his clinch game, keep him worried about power shots, and never let him settle on top position. Islam's body shot accuracy is top of the charts, and Islam's head movement, while good, sometimes leaves him exposed to feints or sneaky uppercuts. Plus, cardio isn't just a story. Jack has proven he can go deep into fights and still keep up, whereas Islam is at his best dominating from jump rather than playing catch-up late. If Jack can sprawl, create separation, and stick and move, there's a real chance this fight stays in his world, a striking chess match where he can frustrate Islam and pick him apart at range.
Let's break down how this thing plays out, round by round. In the early goings, Islam's best chance is to pressure Jack with takedown attempts, chain wrestling, and clinch attacks. The goal? Grind Jack down, steal rounds, and threaten with submissions. Jack, meanwhile, has to fight smart, switch stances, look for angles, and target that Dagestani body with heavy shots. His jab and feint game need to be on point, and when Islam rushes for a takedown, Jack has to sprawl, circle away, and punish with counters. As the fight moves deeper, conditioning, composure, and adaptability take over. Title bouts magnify tiny mistakes, and staying calm under fire is something both champs have shown. Jack's ability to adjust mid-fight, cutting off angles, using defensive slips, and landing sharp combos will be key. Islam, meanwhile, must avoid predictable entries, stay technical on the feet, and keep working his relentless game plan. One scramble, one successful takedown, and top control could spell doom for Jack, but one clean punch, and Islam could find himself scrambling for a leg instead of a dominant position. Let's talk numbers. Both fighters measure up pretty much the same physically, about 1.8 meters tall, hovering around the 77-kilogram mark. Jack's reach gives him a small edge in keeping things long, and Islam's compact frame helps in clinch battles. Mentally, neither guy's known for folding. Jack thrives when things get gritty. Islam has proven over and over he can stay laser-focused in 5-round wars. This fight isn't just about punches and takedowns. It's about who keeps their nerve when things get messy, who adapts, and who refuses to give up position or momentum. Here's where things get spicy. If Jack can stuff enough takedowns early, land his sneaky body shots, and keep Islam at the end of his jab, he could pile up points and even hunt for a finish. Islam's best bet is to grind Jack down, steal rounds on top, capitalize on any positional error, and look for the choke or ground and pound. The stats, though, totally favor Islam. Analyst score has technical advantages at 74-25. Not great odds for Jack. Still, this is MMA, and nothing's truly predictable. If Jack stays upright, moves, and fires back, he could survive, and maybe do more than just survive. He could shock the world. If Islam gets a hold of him and makes it a wrestling lesson, then Jack needs to get real crafty, real quick, or it's a long night in the garden. So, can Jack Della Maddalena survive Islam Makhachev? In short, yes, if he fights smart, stays out of grappling exchanges, and lands his best shots when it matters. This fight's all about adaptation, heart, and who makes fewer mistakes under pressure. Both champs bring their own flavor of violence and technique, but only one walks out with their name in the history books. Drop your predictions below, hit subscribe, and stick around for more fight talk that goes beyond the hype. Until next time, keep your hands up and your breakdowns technical.